Well, greetings to each and all of you, and as promised, what I wanted to do is come up to this side of the island and do a couple of areas that we could not do with the Wi-Fi, that just don't have the signal, unfortunately. So that's what I'm going to do this morning with you, and I'm going to take you on a walk from here down to Spring Bay, which is just up by Ragged Point, and this is what we will do in a minute. Alright, it's beautiful up here today. Lots of wind though. I didn't know it'd be this much wind. You know, it is predicted more systems are coming in, as you can see from the coastline. Yeah, they most definitely are. By the way, today is Sunday. Not sure when you'll be viewing this here. This is just a little add-on feature for you that is going to be placed up there on the day that I can't make the live or something comes up. So this is it. This is our walk down to the beach that I mentioned that we'd seen from when we were over the other side. Now you remember clearly when we were over there on those steps, and I was telling you that when the swells pick up, is a totally different feeling over there. Well, today is still very small, but you can understand the kind of sensation you get out there looking at that kind of swell that's breaking just in the cliff below you. And it is low tide right now. But here we go. It's beautiful, beautiful walk. There's a lot of offbeat. It wasn't this long a walk before. You used to be able to access that beach a little further up on this cliff. It wasn't nearly as bad as this, but there's a lot of walking now involved. But it's fine to do so. It's a nice video for you. You see lots of rocks and overhangs and stuff here. Just remember, when you're going down here, please exercise absolute caution, because out here is pretty slippery. Just a lot of loose rocks and stuff around, so you don't want you to be going down anywhere out here for sure. Taking my time as well, obviously. So you can come down just around the corner here, but basically it comes back to the same thing as I'm on right now. See, the tracks all over out here in the hills. You can go to any section really that you want and go down to the lower section, but I really want to take you to that beach, so we're gonna have to go right across this growth track that's gonna run us across this ridge here and then around to the other side. So you'll see it in a minute, show you. We're not gonna go right on the beach today because I don't feel any mood to climb the last section, and I do know what's involved out here, so but I'll still take you to it and show you it, and hopefully let you see this beautiful, beautiful coastline that you would not see on our lives, unfortunately. But at least we're going to bring it to you, whether it's on a live or whether it's in high resolution video. But high resolution will also give you the opportunity to really see the beautiful scenery out here. Not that you can't see it in live, but in the higher resolution you really get a chance to have a really good look at it. It's beautiful, beautiful cliff. Lovely ridge areas out here. Now this overhead rock over me here is dripping, but it's just dripping from water that's seeping over the other edges of it. You can see it's dripping off here and even up inside the cave as well, so it is coming through the porous coral stone. Just thought I'd draw that to your attention. It's interesting. It was interesting to me that someone got wet, so you know me, I gotta share when something surprises me, I'm gonna share it with you for sure, just so you can see as well. Remember, this is the beauty of Barbados through my eyes, so anything that I think is important or impressive or whatever, I'm gonna share with you. Alright, remember there are lots of vines that run through these bushes here, so when you're coming through sections, just remember, don't go and put all your weight on the transfer, because it's quite easy, your back foot could get caught, or your front foot in some vines. So just take your time, be cautious, because these vines do not ease you. If you get trapped in one of them, you're going to get thrown down for sure. As you can see, you really don't want to be rolling about here too much. It's not that I think you would do that. You may catch yourself before you get down, but it is a long way down, and it's most definitely not a pleasant one. So exercise caution anything you're doing, but if you're sure-footed and you're a cautious person, this is worth the walk over here for sure. Now originally you used to be able to come down a path that was here when I used to surf up here a lot, and the path used to come right off of this cliff here, but it has definitely overgrown and stuff, and I don't see any path coming down there now. So I utilized this one here last week just to check it, so I'll be able to show you. But just look at how beautiful it is with this swell and stuff that's coming through here. Just lovely. Lots of walking around out here on the tracks and stuff. They said the track used to come down this general area here, but I don't see it anymore, so I'm not too sure why it's being discontinued, but that's not really relevant because you know us, we're gonna find our own way over here if we can. I know I've been over here, they said last week, I think it was last week I was over here. Now all over here there are a lot of rocks and stuff, loose rocks, so exercise absolute caution. Exercise caution period when you're in this island, please. Sometimes you can be a little more relaxed and stuff, but anytime that you're really, you know, out here and you're looking around and stuff, you're not sure of where you are, I definitely recommend that you make sure and exercise absolute caution. Do not throw caution to you in. This place will have a way of coming up and biting what you won't believe. It's like anywhere else in the world, you know. Don't think it's just because it's paradise and it's heaven that there aren't there sections of it you have to be wary of. But look how beautiful out here is, huh? Alright, I'm about to show you the beach that I brought you here to show you. So here we go. Now this is where I've surfed many times in the past, especially my younger teens, early 20s, maybe into the middle 30s or so. This is the beach that takes you out to 𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐃𝐍𝐄𝐒𝐒 which is the break that's out here, as you can see. This is a world-class beach break, I would call it. I won't say world-class, no, but I would say it definitely is noted as being a really good condition if you can get it right. Great big barrels, very powerful. As I mentioned before, 𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐿 was on the cover of a magazine, taking a drop-in barrel out here. You know, so it did actually reach the cover of a magazine. I think just because it was 𝐊𝐈𝐿, but don't mind, it still reached it. But what a beautiful little beach. Now, many times a year, there's no sand here whatsoever. The water goes right into the cliff itself, and sometimes the sand out here is much further out. I've been here before. I just want to get myself stationed before I start fanning around. I've been here before out when the beach has been right out to that first big rock there and coming across. That's where you would have gone into the sea, and all in here was full. However, in those days, that slip had not occurred. That is something that's relatively new because that was an overhanging ledge and stuff there, and you used to go up on those rocks there as well and sit down when the sea was really rough and stuff if you were surfing. But that edge there has definitely dropped off, and you can see the difference in the coloration on the wall itself of where it would have come from. You can see that quite clearly there, the lighter color. That's where it would have come from in that general area. We can't see it from here, but we would have seen it from the other location, the whole slip area. Now, I don't know how long ago that would have been because that could have been, for me, I would say 30 years ago. Last time I surfed here, possibly. I would say early 30s, maybe about 25 years ago. So anytime in that time frame that could have happened. I'm not too sure when it did. But have a look at the cliffs out there. Now, you know, we were out there in those rocks and stuff, and it looked very, you know, it was beautiful. But when you've got splashes like that coming up, very uncomfortable. And as someone had reminded me out there, I'll get the center of the camera now. You'll see that small kind of foundation there. They used to have an old home up there. I remember that quite clearly. But I did not know about the hole that was in the floor that used to fish through. So I've been told that is what used to happen. But I do remember the overhanging house there for sure. They had some like metal bars out and it was on top of that. That's many years ago. We're talking about, again, saying 25-30 years ago. I remember that from. But there's a swell coming in for sure, along with some more clouds and stuff. But I want you to see this beautiful beach. All right, to just get the rest of the way down, for those that are curious and those that may be bodyboarders that want to come out here and get a little PC action, this is the rest of the way down this cliff here. Right, so you would climb down this cliff here, and then you would work your way along the goat track, and then you would get onto the beach, and then from there you would do your body surfing and stuff. But as you can see, there's a smallish swell coming through, but these are a lot bigger than you think. These are probably a good shoulder height swell, I would think. Somewhere in that vicinity on the set for sure. Maybe even a little bigger because we're quite high up here looking down on it. But good surf would be out here. You got to see it's really just barreling and lovely. So hopefully we will catch that in one of our future videos. But just to show you where we came from, show you what we went over to get here, you can decide if you want to come and have a look at this beach or not. Sometimes they said there's a beach, sometimes there's none. So the only opportunity is here to come and have a look if you would like to. It's really lovely out here. Right, so we've come across the goat track that works itself right under that overhanging ledge here. actually both the overhanging ledges that you're seeing, and comes across here. Now I do see another track that's got through here, but that'll be definitely involving some climbing, and I surely won't mess around with that when it's wet for sure. I don't know if it's wet or not now, but it would definitely call some climbing and stuff, not with what I have in my hand, that's for sure. So we're going to take a long way back out as we came in, and maybe I'll let you see some of that as we're going, so you can see the other way around to what we were looking at most of the way in. See, there's really nothing here except for a little crushed grass. So I'm sort of like coming through what I believe is the path. I did this here last week as well. It's not really widely used because I don't really think many people venture here to surf anymore. I haven't really heard a lot of guys talking about Ragged Point as they used to, nor Foul Bay for that matter. But I don't know, the guys may be surfing. I'm not really in the circles anymore to hear the conversations too often. But I do know that out here was really, really popular at one time. Not sure if it's still used as much. Beautiful scenery. All right, here we go. You know, our videos I like to do longer ones. You know, it's nicer that you have more to watch than you may want to watch. Sometimes people watch all. You know, it's just the way that you can be. It might be any day that you want to just sit down and breeze off and enjoy the scenery. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring you as much of it as possible. And as I promised, anytime that we go somewhere that there's no Wi-Fi signal, that we cannot do the lives, and it's a party coastline that I think you should see, I'll most definitely do it. Now I could have gone on top of this cliff here and just showed you from the top of the cliff. You wouldn't have seen these underhand ledges. You wouldn't have seen the pathway around. You wouldn't have seen that beach for sure, not from out here. You'd have to go to the other side to see it. You can't see it from on top of the cliff. So this is your chance to see some beautiful Barbados, even when there's no Wi-Fi available or any kind of signal out here. On this cliff you don't get anything at all really, which is surprising because I thought up here with the radars and stuff they would have had a couple of cell towers, but apparently they're more inland for the cell. Beautiful. See that rain cloud in the distance? Right, we won't be here for that though, don't worry. We'll be back in truck by the time that gets here, unless it takes some kind of super speed and come across at us. And I'll tell you, I can't run across here because I've just finished telling you about the caution with these vines and stuff. I have to exercise them myself. So you can decide whether you want to come here or not. This is your option. You see what is to be seen. I just want to show you everything. Not only to show you, I want to do everything again. You know, as I just finished telling you, 25 years ago is when I was last out here about. When I say that, down by the beach, except for last week when I was scouting. So you know, these are places that you go, you don't necessarily return. If I wasn't a surfer and stuff, it wouldn't really interest me to see that beach. Look at that set there on the outside the point. Wow, that was a nice one going in the bay now for sure. But as I have the opportunity to show you everything, I can also get back out here and enjoy it myself. And I'm really having a wonderful time on the exploring again. It's fantastic. You know, I've driven around this island countless times, too many times to count. But one thing sure is I haven't visited a lot of places recently that we're visiting since we started lives, that's for sure. Just beautiful, beautiful island, huh? Can't say it enough. Yes, love. Alright, and this is the track here. I'm going to just change the angle on this so you can see basically what we're going up. Remember, wherever goes down, if you're on the part on the top, you got to come back up, vice versa. I could have come to the top where I am now and showed you the scenery, but you wouldn't have seen that, that's for sure. You wouldn't have seen what we saw anyhow. This is what you would see. So we always take it one level further. That's what we do for sure. Why do we do that? Because we want to share the absolute best and all of the beauty, not some, all. That's my intention. Share all the beauty of Barbados with you. Still climbing. Now most people that come to the island will do it from here. That's, I would say, 3/4 of the people that come to the island will take this photo, drive up here and look at this, and then they will say, well, yeah, we saw Ragged Point, it's beautiful, but they haven't seen the beauty of Ragged Point, because the beauty of Ragged Point is the face of the cliff we were just on. That's the real beauty of out here. And I hope you enjoyed that video. I've had a wonderful time bringing it to you, and you know, we didn't start with it, and normally in our videos like this we don't end with it, but today we're going to do that for sure. And as we're going to pray for peace for ourselves and for everyone around us. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. So greetings from Barbados. I'm the Beijing warrior, and you are seeing something that we call the beauty of Barbados through my eyes. And when I say we, we're talking about the EMC-Gatherings, and that is a group of people that love life, that are positive about life, and want to help others get through this life in the best ways possible. You'll have a fantastic day, and love from the EMC, and love from me. See you all later.